I always pictured my son, Tyler, ending up with a nice buttoned up corporate girl. You know, someone who owned a day planner and actually used it. Tyler was a junior partner at his firm, completely type A. So when he brought home Dakota, I almost choked on my wine. Dakota was a lot. She wore oversized vintage overalls, smelled faintly of patchouli, and drove a beat up hatchback held together entirely by bumper stickers. I am ashamed to admit it, but I was icy. For 6 whole months, I gave her nothing but tight lipped smiles and polite one word answers. I figured this is just a phase. But then came the 4th of July barbecue. Tyler and my husband ran out for extra charcoal, leaving me completely trapped on the patio. Alone with Dakota, the silence was deafening. I aggressively flipped the burgers, pretending to be deeply fascinated by the grill. After a torturous 10 minutes, Dakota cleared her throat. She looked terrified. "Mrs. Miller?" she whispered. "Do you happen to like tequila?" I froze. I turned around and this girl was pulling a dusty, expensive-looking bottle from her woven tote bag. "My uncle sent it from Mexico," she said, her voice visibly shaking. I needed some liquid courage, just to survive your family. I blinked, and then a loud snort escaped my nose. I told her to grab 2 plastic cups. We sat on the lawn chairs, sipping straight tequila. She confessed that on her first date with Tyler, she tried to act fancy, ordered a dozen raw oysters, and ended up throwing up in the restaurant's decorative fountain. I laughed so hard, my stomach cramped. I countered with the time I tried to impress my own mother-in-law and accidentally set the dining room curtains on fire. Turns out Dakota wasn't just some aimless drifter. She actually ran a highly profitable online business. She was incredibly smart, hilarious, and fiercely loyal to my son. By the time the boys returned, Dakota and I were completely hammered, loudly singing off-key to an old Fleetwood Mac song. Tyler dropped the bag of charcoal on the grass, staring at us in pure shock. Dakota grinned, held up her red plastic cup, and yelled, "Tyler, your mom is an absolute legend." That was it. That was the day the ice broke. Now, I love that wild girl, like my very own daughter.